We're going to welcome the YouTube audience back for what is CLG FC episode 116, the final game of the season. It's day 80 on the Twitch. We spent the last 20 minutes trying to unfreeze Football Manager, and it's not worked very well. So, yeah, we're back at square one now. So that was an unpleasant surprise, we'll say. But yeah, welcome everybody back. Southport and Ainsdale Amateurs final game of the season. Absolute final one. And we'll be into the off season for season 6. Now, off season, just a reminder, we are watching a summer tournament. We are watching the United States men's national team through the Gold Cup. So there is that. At least there will be that. So, do you call it solitude? Do you call it liberty? All right. Transfers. No. Yep, the records again. Thank you. Just some youth contracts as well. We're going to tick over. It'll be 5 to go. So, from the Ainsdale Sports Club. Rushford Park Staconians. It is 2-2. Thompson in the 20th minute before Gillies in the 27th leveled things for Staconians. Simonite was sent off early in the second half in the 55th minute. Jakob Ozel in the Feliciello put Staconians ahead, though, even though they had 10 men to make it 2-1. 9 minutes later, Jakob Ozel for Rushford Park would level. It will finish 2-2 there. Rushford Park, they're in 8th, and Staconians in 6th, so a draw, a fair result. Rushford Park, at that point, secured their position in the league, so, I mean, they were pretty much already over the line. The point does make it official, though. Southport and Ainsdale also already official. So, yes, actually, this is a dead rubber. There is nothing to play for. It comes down to Burskov Dynamo and Manchester Saints Athletic. That's what it comes down to in the end. The fight for relegation is all that's left to decide. Norcross already promoted as well on the other side of the table. So, it's all about relegation, and the rest of the league is playing out their last fixture, playing out what will be dead rubbers in 5 of the 6 games, including ours. So, there we go. 5 days to go. Again, we're getting very close to the off season, which actually means this database should shrink. So when I played FM16 earlier in the week, offline, I forgot how nice it was to have a small database. That's the crazy thing. This is just going to loop, and I'm okay with that. You're going to remind me in 2 weeks. Remind me in 2 weeks, because the season's over in 2 weeks anyway, so. Remind me in a month. Remind me in a month. Actually, this wouldn't be a bad idea. Lagertwood and McDonald. What are the reports on you? Level 16 could improve a lot. Well, I'll actually do it. I'll say fuck it, let's do it. You to answer you forever. All right, cool. That is a powder puff meaning. Let's offer a contract to these players. 6 months. Let's do a year, and let's do an optional contract extension, please. Why do you only want 6 months? I want a year, and I want an optional contract extension, my guy. I want a year, and I want an optional contract extension. I'm not going to give you a high. I mean, I'll bump you 10 pounds. That's all it took. Fuck's sake. All right. That's fine. Let's negotiate 1 year optional contract exposure. All right, that's good with him. See, he's not hard. The other guy, 10 more pounds a week. What is that? I mean, that's nothing. So might as well. Patrick Broaders. He's got 20 aggression. He's actually decent in the physical. He needs strength training. Potentially a level 14 standard. He's got a lot of negatives though. He can move on. That's fine. I'm not buggered by him moving on, in all honesty. So I gotta go take some. I see the Minifin. I'm getting a headache. So I thought it was food induced. It's not. I just think it's. I mean, I had breakfast, but I didn't have lunch. So I went a good 10 hours almost between. No, probably like 7 or 8 hours between eating, which is a little long. Do you clear another day in the sweet insanity? But anyway. Oh my sweet baby Jesus. That's right. I totally forgot about all the streams I had open that crashed when everything crashed. It's all crashed. I have to unfollow this person really quickly. Give me a second. Yes, thank you. I don't actually unfollow a lot of people, but it's like some of them are from previous scenes, like the Counter-Strike scene. I'm starting to like, if we're cool and we talk a lot, like sure, but I just followed a lot of players just for the sake of following players, and it's like I don't need to do that anymore. Leagues in focus. Let's do leagues in focus. You're just trying to clean up timelines and things like that. I did it with Discord. I got to do it with Twitter. I'm doing it with Twitch. Anyway, leagues in focus. So we'll start in MLS like we always do. It's DC United at the top, Chicago Fire second, Columbus Crew third, NYC FC is fourth, Atlanta United's fifth, Montreal Impact sixth, Inter Miami is seventh, Nashville SC is eighth, New England Revolution are ninth, my beloved Philadelphia Union are 14th. In the West, it is the LA Galaxy at the top, and then it is Sporting Kansas City, St. Louis City, Seattle Sounders, the Scum, Austin FC, Real Salt Lake, Houston Dynamo, and Vancouver Whitecaps. Minnesota United is currently the worst team in the league. Let's go over to the Premier League over in England. Man City, they have secured Champions League. They have all but secured the title. They are 8 points clear at the top with just 4 to play. Newcastle have now secured a European spot with their second place. They're 74 points. They're 6 clear of Arsenal in third. Um, Newcastle did win the Carabao Cup, I believe, if I remember correctly. So if we go over here and we scroll all the way to the top to the EFL Cup. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. The cups are at the bottom. So if we go down to the League Cup, the Emirates at the Carabao Cup, yes, Newcastle did win it. So that was a UECL place. Um, that place will now go to the next team in the league. Arsenal has qualified for a UECL place, a Conference League place with their points as well. They are 9 clear of Spurs, who are in the final Champions League spot. Although with coefficient, that could become Liverpool, who are 5th. Villa also trying for another season in Europe. They're 6th. Chelsea are 7th. Man United 9th. My beloved West Ham 10th. And actually, how did Villa do in Europe this season? They are 3-0 down to Stuttgart in the UEFA Europa League quarterfinal. So there is that. They are also in the Emirates FA Cup semifinal versus Bournemouth, interestingly enough. At the bottom of the Premier League, you've got Leeds, who are 7 clear of the drop over Burnley, who are 18th. Sunderland are 9 adrift in 19th, and Norwich are 12 points adrift in 20th place. Norwich another point from either Leeds or a failure to win any remaining game is enough to see the Canaries down. Sky Bet Championship, Palace have secured at least a playoff spot. They lead the league by 2 points over Wolverhampton Wanderers, who also have a playoff spot and lead the playoff places by 2 points over Sheffield United, who also have secured a playoff spot. Coventry City, Sheffield Wednesday, and West Bromwich Albion are the teams in the playoff spot. Luton Town, a point on the outside looking in. At the bottom, Huddersfield Town are a point above the drop over Derby County, who haven't lost in 5. They're fighting pretty hard, Derby. Lincoln City are 6 points adrift in 23rd. Reading 7 points adrift in 24th. Sky Bet League 1. Swansea City secures a playoff place. They're level on points, but ahead by 8 goals in the goal difference over the Scum, who also have secured a playoff place, sadly. They are 7 points clear of Stoke City, Peterborough United, Oxford United, and the Bolton Wanderers, who are the playoff places. Plymouth Argyle and Salford City are the two on the outside looking in by just 2 points. At the bottom, Walsall is a point above the drop over Charlton Athletic in 21st. Wycombe Wanderers are 2 points adrift in 22nd. Cheltenham Town are now 7 adrift with only 2 to play. They are down. Forest Green Rovers are 14 adrift with only 3 to play. They are also down. Sky Bet League 2. Tranmere Rovers back on the top of Sky Bet League 2. They are promoted. They have one promotion to League 1. They lead the league by a point over Rochdale, who's dropped 3 of their 5 3 of their last 5 decisions, I should say. And they are 8 points above Shrewsbury Town, who have qualified for the playoffs minimum after 4 straight wins. They are 5 points above the playoff places of Crawley Town, Milton Keynes, Carlisle United, and Woking now. Notts County on the outside by goal difference, looking in only by a single goal. Bristol Rovers and Newport County, 2 points on the outside looking in, the last of which has had 5 consecutive draws. At the bottom, Doncaster Rovers are a point above the drop over Accrington Stanley, who are 23rd. Altrincham are 8 adrift with only 2 to play. They are going back down to the Vanarama National. It is Altrincham who will be relegated out of the Football League. It's their first trip back to the Vanarama National since the 2023-2024 season. Vanarama National, speaking of which, AFC Filed already won the title. They've actually dropped 3 of the last 4 games, but it's not mattered. They are top. They are clear of everybody else by 4 points with only a single game to play. So AFC Filed, for the first time in their history, they are coming up to the Football League. They started in the Northern Premier Division 1 North in 2009-2010. which means when were they founded? When were they founded? It's under general, isn't it? Oh my God, what is going on with my mouse? General. They were founded in 1988, so they're not the last club. They're not the second club founded in the 2000s to move up, but that is pretty good. They were founded in 1988, and they are now moving into the 2029-2030 season, a football league club. The playoff places: Southend United, York City, Solihull Moors, Scunthorpe United have all secured playoff places. South Shields and Dagenham and Redbridge are on the inside. AFC Sudbury on the outside, looking in by a point. At the bottom, uh, Ziggs Macclesfield is safe. They've actually secured their safety as they are 7 points above the drop. 7 points above the drop. It is Dorchester Town who are 3 points above the drop with a game to play. So Dorchester Town has a superior goal difference as well by 12 goals. So really a point will be enough to do it for Dorchester Town. Or if Eastleigh fail to win the remaining game, who do they have next? They have Oldham, who is currently in 13th. Dorchester Town has to play Sutton United, who are who are just now safe, by the way. So it's a dead rubber for Sutton. Eastleigh, like we said, in 21st. Barnet 6 adrift with only one to play. They're in 22nd. They are down. Hartlepool. What is going on at Hartlepool? A club just rich in history of the Football League, going all the way back to 1921-22, and hung around Sky Bet League 1 and Sky Bet League 2, is now being relegated out of Vanarama National. They are going to be at the lowest level they have ever been at as a club since their founding in 1908. And that will be the Vanarama North-South. It's brutal if you're a Hartlepool fan, but they are down. Ebbsfleet, of course, 16 points adrift. We already knew they were down long ago. The division directly above us, lastly, Catton United, level on points with Shevington. Catton have a 3-goal advantage in the goal difference. They're going into the last game of the season. If it's Shevington versus, I was going to say, if it's Shevington versus Catton, the last game, that would just be absolutely poetry, but it's not. Shevington have Hull, who are in 5th. They are safe. Catton have AFC Blackburn Reserves, who are in 3rd. That's a tough team to play. They might want to play spoiler there. At the bottom, East Manchester, 3 points clear of the drop over Middleton and Overton Sports. So just a point from East Manchester or a failure to win from Middleton and Overton Sports will be enough to send Middleton and Overton Sports down. Litherland under 18s, 5 adrift with 1 game to play in that division. We already know they are down. That is leagues in focus. Let's keep on moving on. Aston Villa won Aston Village. Fuck. Got me all confused. I was going to be like, bro, what? But no, he's going to join Richmond Rovers. And that is going to be that. So, I don't want to make a parting comment to Reen. I've never played him. He's probably going to be like, fuck yeah, you're balls. What the fuck? That guy you sold me. Some shit like that. You know what I mean? That's just, I don't know. Anyway, here's Jamiroquai. Because who doesn't love a bit of Jamiroquai? And then I'm going to play Kiseki no Umi again because why not? You know what I might play too? Damn, what was the name of those songs? By Do Was Infinity. Is it Fugimorai? Something like that? And Shinjitsu no Uta, I believe. But anyway, good songs, both of them. Okay, the youth candidates 2 to 5. Whew, rubbish. 5.9, 5.8, 5.9. Offense was good. good talents. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be offering them a contract anytime soon, mate. I gotta be honest with you. Actually, this guy, why is he a 3-star, man? His physicals are actually pretty good for this level. Bum 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 bum. I mean, he's got a lot of. Oh, he's fairly susceptible to injuries. Okay. He needs some strength. That was our biggest problem is we had a lot of guys come through with one strength, like this guy, one strength. You know what I mean? Daniel Mensah, 2 strength. Dan Hargreaves, 1 strength. But then you give me this guy, and he's got 6. And partner's like, you know what? I mean, off the ball needs a lot of work. Positioning needs a lot of work. He's a defender, and his positioning's rubbish. And his vision's rubbish. Yeah, actually, you know what I mean? But physical for this level is phenomenal. That's actually phenomenal. Return of the Space Cowboy. Good vibe zone. I might offer Kavanaugh a contract because he could play in the under 18s. And then it's like, does any of this improve? You know? Because if it does, then you're talking about a player that maybe is worth a look. Probably not. I'm just going to skip right over. 3 days ago. Love this song. Absolutely love this song. This is the return of the Space Cowboy. Good vibe zone. Come on. Great track. I wish I could find just a whole playlist of music like this. I mean, I kind of built one for the 90s. But Jamiroquai, I was about to say he's not really 90s, and he is. He is 90s. But why do I feel like this mix is more like a 2000? No, this is 90. Well, this was 99 or pre 2000. I stand corrected. Round everything. Oh, he's around now that he's around. Ba-dum-bum, ba-da-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum. God, YouTube is fucking terrible now. It's so awful. The amount of like, oh, here's a bunch of shorts. I don't want shorts. Here's a bunch of more shorts. Here's more shorts. I'm like, get away. Even on the front page. Uh, we're gonna keep moving on. 3 to go. Kazakhstan versus France. Oh, what? You got a 30 in that first set. Whoa, amazing. Maybe I have to get hot to get by. Richard Fowler, man. He's a free agent, man. Fuck, he's so good. He's wanted by Towler Hamlets, who's in the Combined Counties League Premier North. He's really good for this level. Richard Fowler's really good for our level. That's the only thing. Ooh. It's got a little work to do on composure and concentration, off the ball and positioning as well, but he's only 22. Alex Ball's development is almost done. Oh, baby. This is average is great for this level. Average is great. And that's exactly what all these stats are. I mean, look, this is like 9-10 across the board, man. But that's perfect. This is such a crap level. He's perfect. He's 25 as well, so he's almost done. He's pretty much done developing. I'll tell you what. I actually like this guy better as a winger than I do as a striker. Because you got 5, 5, 5, 5, but I when I go deeper. He's listed for loan, bruh. Oh, he's listed for transfer as well. He was transfer listed last month, as the club do not think he has a long-term future with them. Happiness. Content at the club, but he's considering his options. Former coach is Ben Dogson at Ashford United. Anyway, he's one to watch, Daniel Doyle. Maybe in the offseason we'll see if we can make a move for him. I don't really need another AMR LSC, but is what it is. Oh, that is a terrible arrow. That's a 5. Yikes. We got to put a classic on after that. Let's go. Let us go. Outs growl. Around you sooner than you know. Who doesn't love this song? That's all right. All right. It's easy. It's done. Can't stop now. It's already begun. Feel it running through your bones. Only bangers here tonight. Easy win predicted for us. 2-5 favorites. Southport and Ainsdale are 13-2. The draw is 10-3. I need a moment. I've been messaged here. Once you know how it's done, can't stop now. It's already begun. Feel it running through your bones. You work it out. Give me a second. Sorry, gang. Whoa. I just need one more second here. But you know how it's done. You can't stop now. It's already begun. Feel it running through your bones. And you jerk it out. Okay. Cool. We're good there. Sorry. Sheamus on the verge of the match milestone. What is the match milestone? Player of the match milestone. He's been named player of the match 6 times. The record is currently existing. The current existing record is a Konikun with 6. So this is in a season. Let's attend the press conference. Kick things off with the first question from Tom Foster at SkySports.com. Your encounter with Southport and Ainsdale amateurs on Saturday comes up against the jubilant Rob Washington. He's given the manager to steer his side clear of relegation. How do you feel about your counterparts reaching achievement? Right, he's done brilliant work. Having already secured the title, it's been a great chance, and this is the opportunity. Oh, no. And it's up to us to prevent that by putting in a good performance. How much of this good run? It's very important. How concerned are you about suffering defeat that it hurts? Uh, it's good. Would you say Jim most important player right now? Is there not an option for me to be like, oh, I could end the press conference. Got one of the best attacking records in the league. I think it's a mixture. How important? Absolutely vital. Let's quality keep going. It's top of the game. Cool. Okay, cool. We are moving on to almost the final game of the season. A day away. I think the Frenchman's won. Yes, he has. Good, he signed a pre-contract deal. That's nice. Race for the coefficient. England are well and truly clear. Yes, the Frenchman won 6 points to 2. San Marino is still the lowest. Andorra is at 0, actually. Kosovo 51st.
I am just no entity. I intend to live by my own code now.
Thank you for the raid, sir. Thank you very much. How was the rest of your stream? I was champions. Let's go. Wait, you won? Is that what it was? I had just looked over there at your stream about 10 minutes ago. So, how was it? Nice, man. If that's I mean, congratulations. So, Jesus, I am so sick. Yep, won the league on the last one, but one game. Oh, nice. Very nice. Congratulations. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. There's only one thing that we can play for that. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I don't have a stream deck like all y'all. I'm not all fancy like that. But I will say this. Here we go. Give the man his flowers. Give the man his flowers. Congratulations, Skuja. I'm so sick of seeing this headline, by the way, the lack of directness. So, it's another good opening song. There is a Stream Deck app you can get for the phones. I will look into that. That'll actually be. I mean, it's a lot of setup work, but I won't mind that. Oh, that was the big thing I meant to say. By the way, you just reminded me randomly of something. But I am working on something. That is not what I'm working on. I am working on something for the benefit, hopefully, of people that use this database. So for those that don't know, I'm going to kick to a BRB screen real quick because I want to set this up properly. I need to make sure that it points to the right thing. No, this thing. Okay. And then I'm going to drag this to the top real quick. Yes. Okay, cool. We're gonna bring it back. Um, I'm gonna I will see you. I'll catch you on the next stream, man. We're expected to win. Dwight Bishop is available, and we are pretty much ready to go. So let's just look at these instructions here. Go next match only opposition instructions. Thank you for the raid again. Have a wonderful night. Let's get into it, shall we? I need to go back to. Hold on. First off, I need to redock the the Google Excel to what I was working with, and then I need to go back to M people. As much as I love this mix of it, we're going to pause it because we've got our walkout songs and everything else that we're going to play as we get ready. So let's get into it, shall we? Parks is confused because he's looking forward to his battle with Well, then why are you confused, mate? It doesn't make any sense to me. Nothing about this game makes sense to me. But there it is. So they've made 2 changes to their starting lineup from the previous match, and we are going to point the finger and say, keep it going. Okay, good. That inspired a few of the people. So, Randy, you can play, and we are getting into it. 2 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses for Southport and Ainsdale in their last 5 games. We're coming off 4 draws and 4 wins and a draw, including 3 in a row. There's the table. We are already champions. We are 17 points clear of our next closest rival. Durnan District are down. Southport and Ainsdale, the result last weekend of their rivals is actually what, not rivals, but around the league is actually what kept them safe. But we are very much underway, and that's an early foul 10 seconds in by Gordon. We're in the red. They're in the blue. Cookies is already booked. That is whipped in. That will be another corner. So player instructions for Cookies, just ease it off a bit, man. Frack to take the corner. It's whipped in and it's headed up. It's not out. Sheamus has gone for a header. Parks has gone to. It's absolutely pinballed. And somehow we've gotten another corner out of it. It'll be Sheamus on the right to take this corner. Whipped in, and that's headed away. Jevons has it. He's going to boot it forward. Adeyemi's going for it. That's the end of the highlight, though. 6 minute now. Gordon with the throw. Garnett trying to hit it inside for Hayward. For Adeyemi, that's a good touch from him. He is pressured. And, Snicky almost cut that off. But it does go back to Garnett. Brown from Garnett over to Woodyard. Lazenbury now. Back to Brown. Trying to play patient, build up play with the ball. Woodyard, Jevons. It's taken off of him by Spaps. Here's Parks. Twinkle, myself. Spaps. Akonikun. Finds Cookies. Is he going inside? That's in. Stop the music. Play the goal song. Damn, the ad break started. I didn't even get a notification to snooze it, man. I would have done so. We're so early in the game. But Cookies has indeed put us ahead. We are 1-0 up. Very early on. This says tight offside. No, there's nothing tight about that, man. It looked tighter in real time than it did on that replay, that's for sure. So we are back underway. Back underway. Woodyard, amazing stuff. Lyle, Gordon, Hayward, Garnett, Brown, Lazenbury, Woodyard, Jevons, and that is going to be that. Here's a free kick now in the 9th minute. That's back post, and Renshaw has somehow come down with that. So I have auto snooze on for the apps, and I have no ads. I have no idea why it didn't snooze with the raid. Went for the over the top. It's not there. Here's Lazenbury. Now Brown. Parks cuts that out. Gives it to Spaps. Cookies on the right-hand side. Taken off his feet by Lazenbury. It'll be a throw-in from Parks. Twinkle, lovely stuff. Spaps, Snicky. Did they stay on side? So it's pinballed, and it's cleared. Frack heads away. Here's a free kick for Southport Ainsdale. Hayward going absolutely for the far post. And he is not on target with it. Parks has been booked. Here's Hayward. Adeyemi going for goal. That took a big deflection and somehow Brott managed to save it. Here's Hayward again. Free kick. Adeyemi, the header, but it's way over. Here's Frack. Akonikun Sheamus. Oh, it's absolutely pumped in. Snaps on a far post. He doesn't leap for it. It's headed away. Parks comes down with it. Parks now. Ooh. Spaps. Back for Parks. This is going to be put in wide. Sheamus is there, but he can't get over top of the ball. And it will sail over without issue. 27th minute. Here's Parks with the throw. Gives it to me. Twinkle. Forward for Cookies. Too far forward. Woodyard cuts it out. Brown back to Woodyard now. Looking up the line, but Smaps has cut that out. We win the ball back. Cookies now. He's in trouble. Finds Parks on the out. Here's myself. Going for the ball over the top, but Gordon comes down, but it's going to come back the other way. Jack wins the header, but it falls to Hayward's feet. Hayward gives it back to Garnett. Where is his highlight going? Garnett, Lazenbury. Hayward now. Back to Lazenbury. Back to Garnett. Looking for the option through the middle here, but nobody was free. Garnett with the ball now back at his feet. After collecting it from Brown, gives it all the way back to Renshaw, and Renshaw's just going to have to boot it forward. Here we go. Who wins the header? Parks does. That just, Lavery came down with it. That was a nothing highlight. Literally a nothing highlight. Here's Frack with a throw. Sheamus, Frack. Oh, went back for Sheamus. Adeyemi just gets a foot to it. And it will be a corner. Frack will take this corner here on the left. That is whipped in low, but Adeyemi gets a head to it. And Jevons just heads it clear. It goes all the way back out. Akonikun does come down with it here. Over to Parks. Back for Spaps on the right-hand side. Spaps somehow finds a ball through. Garnett's tripped Snicky, and they've given a penalty. It is a penalty to put us 2-0 up. I will take the penalty. It's in. And right on the stroke of the half-hour mark, it is a 2-0 lead here on the last day of the season. We have the lead. We're going for an unbeaten season, on pace to win 20 of 22 games. This has been the best season I have ever had in Football Manager right now. Football Manager, oh, that's a lovely ball. Well, maybe not ever, but I would say the season we won Vanarama National and we won the FA Cup in the same season. I think it's probably the best season I've ever had. We won Vanarama National last day of the season. And we won from behind, too. We were in second, I think, if I remember correctly. But results went our way. So we won Vanarama National and the FA Cup in the same season. Right. Here's how. This is pretty close, though. I mean, 20 wins, 2 draws, assuming we do win this, is pretty freaking close. Lyle. And Garnett had a free header, and he's absolutely shot it over the bar. He was uncontested on that header. Jack's been booked now. Jesus, we got 3 bookings. Back post, and that's just, and I mean just, headed over. Snicky to Akonikun. Akonikun gets it out of danger. Frack will play it back to Brott. And you can see they just want to spread out. They just want to reset. Brott actually playing it pretty close. That's, okay, what's going on here? Back for Parks. Plenty of space. Now down the line. Down the line to Spaps. It tries to cut it inside, but Jevons closed him down. Spaps somehow came away with the ball. Twinkle still got it. Over to Akonikun. You've got Sheamus on the right. Cookie's over the top, though. Cookie's heads it, but it's gone too far. He couldn't control it. Lazenbury comes down with it, and now gives it over to Renshaw. Renshaw boots it back forward. It falls to me uncontestedly. Twinkle has it now. Going back for the over-the-top ball. Snicky's there. Snicky is there. That is an absolutely exquisite ball. I mean, that is just an unbelievable ball. I mean, look at this. I mean, that is just, whew. Snicky, where'd that come from? That's Snicky, but where'd that come from, that ball? Outrageous. I got to get back to the song and stop it now. I was adding a stream marker for me, which I did last time, and I still didn't clip the ones that I had. But anyway, whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, we've got ourselves a 3-0 lead. Frack has headed that away. Comes to me. I headed to Spaps. 3 minutes of added time for the 3 goals. Here's Frack. Not quite in for added time yet. That was an interesting ball. Hayward's knocked it clear. Twinkle's got to chase that down. Just beats out Lyle for it. Here's Frack, Twinkle. Back to Jack. Jack to Frack. Back for Brott. We're going to reset. Here's Jack. Frack. It's going to go back to Jack. Needs to stay in here. There needs to be an option in between the 2 forwards there. There you go. Find Snicky. Good ball over the right-hand side. Spaps is going to get to that. Spaps has got the space to whip the cross in. Takes a big deflection. Somehow comes back for Twinkle. And Renshaw has parried it away. I was not expecting, I mean, that just was an odd development on the cross with that massive deflection. Frack will take the corner. It's headed up by Garnett. And Gordon has headed it clear. Konikun has run it down. It's come back for Frack. I think he's still on sides. Took the cross early, but Renshaw was alert to it, and that will be the end of the highlight. Here's Lyle with the corner, 30 seconds from halftime. It's headed away by Cookies. Frack trying to come down on it, but instead it is Hayward. That's the end of the highlight, and it is halftime anyway. 0.31 to 2.67 is the XG. We've had 5 shots on target, but it is 3-0 at the half. Players need to kick on in the second half. They've made all 3 of their changes here in the second half. We're back underway. Final game of the season here. Oh, hang on. It's just, okay. All right, cool. I need to get back to my music real quick. There we go. In case I need it again. So far, not needed again. 3-0 up. 54th minute. Myself. Twinkle. Snicky, it's headed away. Hayward took it off of him. Lyle. I'm sorry, Gorat Satki. Here's Brought. Hayward. Gordon back to Hayward. They looking for a goal. Gorozaki. And tried to play Lyle and was Lingard, but it is booted away by Jack. Woodyard comes up with it. Woodyard on the left. He should get the cross. He will get the cross. And Lyle's there, and he's absolutely just put it wide. He actually won the header over Snicky, and he's put it just wide of the post. That's unfortunate. Konikun here. Now we got the run going on. Parks going all the way back for Brought here. Brought, myself, Spaps, Gorozaki, Woodyard, Jevons, not cut out by Parks. Jevons gets the cross. Lingard's there. Frack wins the header, and it will be a corner for Southport and Ainsdale Amateurs. We should think about our first sub in about 4 minutes. Oh, that's going to fall to Leo. Lovely punt away, but it's still with Southport and Ainsdale. Ainsdale. Oh, that's a foul. Certainly that's a foul. Certainly that's a foul too. Advantage still being given. Double advantage here. Cookies on the right finds Spaps, and it's cut out. Brown will put it away. That should have been a booking, honestly. All right, let's think about our first substitution here. Far post, that's headed away. Who's injured? Spaps is injured, but feels he can shake off the knock. I appreciate that, Spaps, but it is the last game of the season, brother. Joe Jones will come on. Here's Parks, Jones, Twinkle. Back for Parks, the whipped in cross. Sheamus there, back post. And he cannot get over top of the ball. Our second, why am I going here? Why am I not using you guys? Frack might be the next one. Sean Warner will come in for the Frackinator for Frackin' Fenwa. Here's Sheamus. Back post. Joe Jones is there. Renshaw. That's a really good save. That's our second substitution. We've got one remaining. 69th minute. Parks back post. Maybe looking for Joe Jones. Brown. Steve Brown has headed it, but it's run down by Jones. He will put it over to Jack. Jack. Myself. Looking for Sheamus. I believe stayed on side. And nope, that just wandered off. Flag goes up, and it's just wandered off sides. 71st minute now. Jack to Twinkle. Going for the ball over the top. Snicky's got the momentum. They just can't catch up with it. Steve Brown comes down with it, but Joe Jones intercepts it, takes the cross on the volley, and Gordon has to head it out for a corner. Here's Parks on the left. Cross comes in. Woodyard will head it clear. Gordon should run this down. We got to track back here. Looking for the ball over the top. That's going to roll safely to Brought. Here's Sheamus with the cross now. Free kick. Jones again. Two underneath it. And headed up and out. Final sub will be Sam Wellman for the last 15 minutes. Because Jack is on a booking. the only player with a rating that's not over 7.0 either. So here's Joe Jones. Cuts back inside. Cookie's in good space. Cookie's ran himself out of good space. Finds Parks. He's going for goal, and that curls away from danger. And it will be a goal kick. 79th minute now. Here's Gordon with a throw deep in the attacking third. Lyle. Gordon, that is taking a wicked deflection. Finds Lazenbury. O'Sullivan with it now. Headed up. Wellman heads it clear. Cookies comes down with it. He will get a boot to it. It goes out to midfield. Snicky actually wins the header, but they can't run it down. O'Sullivan comes down with it. Back to Renshaw. Renshaw. Boots it away for Lyle. Warner wins the header. Konekun can't come down with it. Will fall to Hayward. O'Sullivan looking for Kotorzagi. Headed away by Wellman, but it falls to Lyle. Lyle gets across. Wellman. Oh, that ball came flying back in on a volley, but it went over. Here's Hayward with the free kick in the 85th. That is headed up and over by Lingard. No trouble there. Brown's been booked. Now here's me, Parks. This is the 87th minute. Cookies. Not much time left. Cookies loses the ball, but it goes to Jones. Jones switches inside to a Konekun. Back to Twinkle over to Sheamus in acres, and I mean acres of space. Sheamus cuts inside. Back for me. I've gone for goal, and I've absolutely shot it well over the bar. There will be 3 minutes of additional time. Here's a Konekun myself. Back for Parks. Wellman. Going for the ball over the top. Cookies wins the header, but it falls to Steve Brown, who boots it clear again. Lyle has it. Lyle going for it over the top. Lingard there. But certainly Wellman to cut it off. 30 seconds from full time. Here's Warner. Back for Wellman. Back for Brott. And Brott's misplaced the pass to Jack. Jevons comes down with it. It's an attack, maybe a final one for Southport and Ainsdale, and that is headed away for a corner. Hayward. Last chance saloon to get a consolation out of this game for Southport and Ainsdale. Whipped in, but Snicky kicks it free. The full-time whistle goes. Sweet victory plays. And that is a 61-point season out of 66 for us. Cookies in the 7th, myself from the spot in the 30th, Snicky in the 41st. 3-0 is the final. Sorry. 3-0 the final. We'll get the report from around the grounds, of course. Burskov Dynamo, AFC Ainsdale. It was Weich in the 48th. Irvin leveled from the spot in the 77th. Walker in the 85th gave Ainsdale the victory. They will finish 4 points behind Norcross, who drew Manchester Saints Athletic 0-0. If Manchester had won that game, they would have stayed up, but they are down, unfortunately. Uh, it finished 4-0 between Staconians and Chesterton. Herford Lockett for Staconians started the scoring in the ninth. Hofstetter, here comes the Hofstetter. In the 33rd, put him 2-0 up at the break. Fryer in the 53rd and Feliciello in the 72nd gave Staconians that 4-0 victory. Trafford United reserves Rushford Park. I'm sorry, not even reserves, just Trafford United and Rushford Park. Thompson in stoppage time at the end of the first half put Rushford Park 1-0 up at the break, but Saunders in the 71st and Nash a minute later gave Trafford United the turnaround victory 2-1. Walmer Bridge, Durnan District under 21s. Burke from the spot in the 5th minute before Waters in the 16th put Walmer Bridge 2-0 up at the break. Burke in the 48th would make it 3-0 before Farouk Altay in stoppage time at the end of the second half got a consolation for Durnan District under 21s. They are down as well. They finished on just 11 points. Manchester Saints Athletic go down on 18th. Remember, their manager told us at the beginning of the season that they don't like us and they think we're not good enough to be in this league. We're definitely good enough to be in this league because we're moving up to the next one after this season is over. They aren't good enough to be in this league. They're down. They are down, Manchester Saints Athletic, on the last day of the season. So, 3-0 the final. We'll go to the post-match press conference. Let's kick this off with the first question. Jamie Scott, teamtalk.com. I was shocked to you very evoking your admiration before. Yes, I will admit, yes. Do you think Cookie's early goal was important? Yeah, it was hugely significant. I found it fascinating. For mustering a single shot, it was a complete performance. Yep, that was it. Okay, cool. Complete invincible season. 62 out of 66 points. Amazing stuff. We paid out 56K in player bonuses, which is nice. So the players are happy. We're happy. And oh, that's nice. He's been very nice to us actually. He said nice stuff. So Uh, where is it when they're like, "Oh, opinion of you, appreciate your position as manager." Good, okay, good. I'm glad. Um, there's certainly something where it's like your relationships, right? Roy Cox as a player, distant. He's the only one that's unhappy with us. He's the only one that's like, nah, you know what I mean? Acquaintance, friendly acquaintance. Uh, distant. It's Roy Cox, and Roy Cox is 19 years of age. Oh, he's literally one of our players as well, Roy Cox. Oh no, he's a free agent now. We let him go on a free, so he got pissed. He stayed at the club for 5 years, then we let him go on a free, and he got pissed. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, mate. You're just not good enough. Uh, and people, let's go. That's going to be the end of the recording. Let's end this YouTube recording there. CLG FC episode 116 in the books. If you're on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you for the next episode, which will be 116.1 as we start the off season. Until then, take care.